Morning everybody, day 15, can't believe it, 15 days, only 35 to go, yay. Still haven't finished my second coffee yet. Just want a minute before I get started. Unfortunately I lost my granddad yesterday. Old man, we don't make him like him anymore. 97, had a good innings, and he's the most toughest, stubborn, resilient man I've ever known. So I just like to pay a little tribute to him and God bless him. Before I get started with the granddad, let's go and see Nana now and my mum as well up there in heaven. So anyway, let me crack on. 4:30, 19th of November. So how do I feel? Not the best night's sleep. For some reason I should have took some painkillers last night. Hips hurting, shoulders hurting, as always. It's a bit chilly today, not as cold as yesterday, I must say. On the bike, that was cold, very cold. Or minus all the way around we were. So, my heated socks didn't really heat my feet anymore. But I suppose everything's got the boundaries, I suppose. Right, I'm going to crack on anyway, get this done. Try and wear the hoodie this morning, it's a little bit chilly, isn't it? But sure I'll warm up after this first set, as always. Let's get the first one. Freaking slippers again, man. Oh God, that first one always is a killer. Eager like. That's warmed us up. Yeah, unfortunately my granddad's been in a nursing home for quite a while now. And got a phone call last week to say that he hadn't got long. My cousin of mine has been there all the time, by his side. She was there from when he passed, which I'm sure will mean a lot to her. Because my nan and granddad took her in as a child, looked after and brought up like her own. So it was a granddad, but it was like a dad. So, but yeah, it's a tough old guy. I always remember going to his as a kid, and he always had a mint garden. Like always, garden was always mint whenever you went. And I wasn't allowed to play with football because I smashed any of the flowers. He used to have loads of gnomes around the place as well. He used to make like gnomes out of breeze blocks. I think they make breeze blocks differently these days, like, but the old like breeze boxes. He used to make gnomes and little castles and stuff, and he was always in his shed. He was always pottering around in the garden. Always. That's all I ever remember. Every time I went, he was in the garden. can barely remember seeing him in the house. Unless we used to go over late, sometimes with my mum, which wasn't very often, but it was generally through the day. But it was always working. I always had a wheelbarrow. It was always about Whiteley's. If anybody's from the northeast of England, probably back in the 80s, 90s, you'd probably see me going left pushing a wheelbarrow about, looking for any old scrap, looking for any old things really, to make things out of like anything. I guess that's a little bit where I get my stuff from. I know you kind of can see it on camera, but like, I've built a little cabinet. I'll move it around so you can see a little bit. So that there that my telly sits on, I made that out of old bits of driftwood that I found from on the beach when I go on a Saturday morning. I go and get a coffee. I've been collecting other bits of driftwood, as you can see here. You can see that in the background. And I'm busy at the minute. I'm trying to get enough driftwood together, good bits to make a stand for my bike to go on, my old bike. Right, anyway, let's crack on because I want to waste no time talking. Yeah, it was just trying to get my bits of, I love all bits of stuff. I love trying to recycle stuff. Anyway, there were only 4 stories up. I would have a back garden, now I'll have a shed. But yeah, it's a shame for the man. And I went in the nursing home and I feel sorry for all the people that have to work in a nursing home. It must be so stressful. I have a stressful job, being a mechanic, but whenever I visit it or whenever you go to these nursing homes, they just seem rushed off the feet. They always seem understaffed. Always. Every nursing home I've been to seems understaffed. It's just, you know, and we hat off to anybody that is a care worker, nurse, anything, hat off to you. It must be such a hard job. It must be really hard. So yeah, hat off to anybody that works in the care work. Really. He didn't get paid enough. Obviously he's overworked every time. Every time I see he's overworked. My daughter done it for a bit, my ex-wife done it for a bit. And yeah, I think it's a little bit of a thankless as well for what he's do. Should be thanked more. It's just raining water trade, mate. I couldn't believe how good we have to be. Fix your cars. I'm in joke. Right. maybe most people as well, what we forget about is, my granddad was born in 1927, just before World War II. So he was only a kid when World War II was around. I think we forget about what sort of childhood they must have had. Like, you know, kids of today, I think they've got things to worry about. Can you imagine that, man? Growing up during World War II. Must have been horrendous, man. Must have been mad. I've never really talked about it, to be fair. I wish I had. I wish I'd talked about it more. That's his point of view, but I never really did. He never really wanted to talk about it, to be fair. But I wish I had talked more about it. You always think these things later, don't you? Always. Oh, forgot my watch again. Honest to God. Good job in documenting this, isn't it? Right. Set 4. Try and get this all done with. I have no idea where the time went yesterday. And as far as the tunnel thing's concerned, the pedestrian tunnel, it was shut again. Done my whole route. Pedestrian tunnel shut. So I had to pedal back and get the ferry. So I'm just going to stick with the ferry during this whole thing. It's reliable, I know it's there, and I know it comes at 7:30 every day. So I'm just going to use the ferry from here on in until I finish this challenge. I just thought by this point these would feel easier. These are feeling easier, mind. Your body's getting used to them. Shoulder isn't anyway. So day 15 at 7:50 that I'm on. So once I've done the set, at 7:50 of either squats, press ups, and then out on the bike. 750k. So that's a bit of a landmark. Like I said in my reflection video on day 10, I'm just going to do it every 10 days from here on in. I suppose if you're watching us every day, it doesn't matter anyway, because you're watching us go through this torture. Right. Get this all done with. Get it done. Right, so one last thing before I get this done, because I'm going to do off straight away. Thanks to all the care workers that care for all of these elderly people. Honestly, we couldn't do it without you. Like, you're immense. You really are. Wish you could get paid more for what you do, because you deserve it, every penny. And I wish you got thanked a bit more, probably. Right, let's get this done. Hey, thank you for watching. Again, from the bottom of my heart. Catch you tomorrow. Thanks.